Hi, Michelle Van Wiggeren here, today from mitchvanstamps.blogspot.com, and I have a variation on the mosaic technique to show you today. This is one I did with my friend Agnes recently, well actually maybe a couple months back, and we used the traditional way of doing this, which is to take a wood block and put pieces of rubber on it in a random pattern and then emboss. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you could have a clear block and then create whatever mosaic pattern on it you want, and then you could change it out from time to time so you're not stuck with always the same pattern as you would be with the wood block that you create, which is not a bad thing, but this is just something different. So what I've done is taken some pieces of the rubber that comes in the clear mount set. So I like to store my stamps like this because it makes it easy to put them back where they go, but say you didn't want to do that, and then you'd have this leftover rubber that goes around the stamps, and you could take and cut it into pieces and end up with pieces like this. I just use my rubber cutter scissors, and you can just snip it however you like, make whatever pieces you like, and then you just simply attach them to your clear mount block. Let's see. And get whatever design that you like. So here's one kind of random that I've made. So the next step after you've created your mosaic stamp is to go ahead and have an image stamp that you want to put the mosaic look over. So I already have one that's done in watercolored, and I'm going to remember to use my embossing buddy first on it. So I'll just wipe that across the paper so it will be ready to go. And then I'm taking my Versamark and going to ink up my mosaic stamp. I'm going to get it good and inky. Okay, here it goes. I'm going to go ahead and stamp. Should do it. And then it's time to apply embossing powder. So I'm just using clear embossing powder with it, sprinkling that on. Move it around on there. And make sure it's covered nicely. Looks good. And then we'll heat set. So I'm heating it until the embossing powder melts. And I just kind of watch it get shiny as it melts. Okay. Looks good. Then we'll let that cool for a second. I'm going to, the final step is to sponge on some color, and that will emphasize the embossers. You can kind of see those on there and complete the mosaic look. So I have crumb cake and soft suede. I think on this one we used chocolate chip, but I wanted to try for a different look with this to show you. So I have, these are stamping sponges that I cut into eighths, and then I'll ink that up and just rub that on there, and the little tiles will pop out, and this will look like they grow out between the tiles. So I don't know if you can see that starting to happen. Kind of magical. And voila! there's my faux mosaic tile piece. Thanks for watching.